Hey there, this is Carolyn Wester. It's April 2020, and I'm answering the frequently asked question of what are the safety and cleaning measures at Wrestling Prep Summer 2020. So that's a very easy question to answer. It's actually two questions. There's a difference between cleanliness is associated with safety, but safety is also a different issue than cleanliness. So let me answer cleanliness first. To begin with, we have a very stringent policy about showering. No food, no snack shack, no ordering food in until all showers are taken. That's for sure, definitely. And we have a program when the campers first come in. We divide them up into groups, and then they're put on a schedule, and the mats get washed between all 3 sessions. Every session, they get washed. So all the mats are washed, and everybody is clean, all the time. We're not having anybody wrestle who's got any slight skin imperfections. We usually don't allow people to wrap up unless they already have a doctor's note saying they're no longer contagious. And there's plenty to do at camp physically to get better at wrestling that does not necessarily require hands-on. So if someone is just, cautionary, we need to watch it for a few minutes or, for a day, we have plenty of things for them to do. So we're very strict about the cleanliness. We also have, the bathrooms are cleaned in Virginia. The bathrooms are cleaned every day. The shower area is cleaned every day. And then in the facility in Virginia, the owners of the facility, part of our contractual agreement is they actually come in and wash the mats. So they get washed for 4 times. And then they have a cleaning service that comes every week during the week while we are there that does a deep and thorough cleaning of the entire facility. So cleanliness is not really an issue. We're not 100% sure what facility we're going to be in California because of COVID-19. I imagine we will be in a private facility and we'll use the same protocol. So we've got that area down. We don't allow campers to bring their own food. They can't keep food where they're sleeping. Nothing's hanging out. There's not wrappers or things underneath corners of mats that attract any kind of vermin or anything else you don't really want around. So safety. The safety part of cleanliness, I think we've got covered. Safety as campers is that we are very strict about what goes on at camp. No one can leave the facility or come into the facility without the written documentation of a parent, a text or an email. No phone calls. It has to be in writing. And it also has to include the full name of the person that your wrestler or athlete's going to be associated with or doing stuff with. If you do give them permission to leave the facility with another family or a family member, they have to be back by 9 p.m., no exception. Otherwise, you and whoever took them off property needs to be responsible for keeping them overnight. We're not having anybody come at night. We're not opening the doors after 9 p.m. There's no delivery of food after 9 p.m. Nothing happens after 9 p.m. No one comes, no one goes. We don't have it at all. So that's one issue. The other part of safety is, as mentioned in the frequently answered question about where do they sleep, we adhere to the standard recommendations of all fire marshals that we've worked with since 2005 is that we have a sleeping plan. So what that literally means is before we go to bed at night, lights are out at 10, we put up a poster board by the main entrance facing inward that if a first responder came in, they would be able to see exactly where everyone is sleeping. It's detailed. So mat 1, there are 10 wrestlers. Mat 2, there's 10 wrestlers. Mat 3, there's 8 wrestlers. In the girls' quarters, there's 7 wrestlers. And then right next to the poster board, which has the schematic of what the facility looks like, so a first responder who obviously wouldn't know the floor plan would be able to get to the location. And then next to that is a list of every person that's in each of those locations. So it's easy. There's a total number of people in the facility going to sleep, documented and written up there. So there's no doubt of what's going on. Other types of safety issues that happen at camp, particularly when you have a fairly large group of people under the age of 18 together, is that they like to pick on each other and hassle each other and do those types of things. We don't allow for any of that. We have very strict electronic rules, bullying rules, and there's no strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. It's just strike 1, you're gone. And there's plenty of people who could say that they have seen me send home people of all types. I mean, kids that are #1 in the country. Or we sent a young man back to Russia one year. and for putting shampoo and harassing a wrestler in the middle of the night. We don't put up with any of that, and they go home right away. Other safety components, you know, I am not, any type of breathing issue, asthma, any type of injury, I'm not hurt, but an injury, we immediately go to the nearest emergency room, certified, nationally accredited emergency room. And in Northern Virginia, there's a plethora of hospitals and facilities within 10 minutes of where we are. And as we're only 5 minutes from Dulles Airport, we're in the heart of Sterling, Virginia, and the technology centers and where the new Amazon facilities are. So it's a well-funded, medically oriented area. So if you have any other questions, also in terms of medicine, we do take all medicine. We keep it locked up with the wherever I am, and then we have a schedule, and we make sure that everyone gets their medicine. So I think that's everything on this topic. If you have more questions, you can contact me at 650-245-3533 or carolynwester63@gmail.com. Thank you.